Welcome to UTC Housing's Guide for Incoming Freshmen. We encourage parents to assist their students through this process and not do it for them. We see this as an opportunity for your student to begin practicing basic life skills. This will also help prepare your student for living independently as a young adult. This is Jim. Jim just got accepted to UTC. This is Julie. Julie was also accepted to UTC. As incoming freshmen, Jim and Julie are required to live on campus. Students may apply for an exception if they live within a 45-mile radius with a parent or guardian, are married, have children, or have a medical condition preventing them from living in a campus environment. Jim lives within the radius. Jim has the option to stay at home or live on campus. He would like to live at home with his parents, so he will go to the housing website under Forms and complete the residency exception. Jim will now wait for an email confirmation from UTC Housing. This will be sent to his Mox email account. Julie does not live within the radius. Julie will need to review her on-campus housing options. On North Campus, we have Bowling, Johnson-O'Bear, Lockmiller, and Stagmeyer Hall. On South Campus, there are Gary, DeCosimo, Stoffel, Walker, and UC Foundation. Our freshman-only buildings are Gary, DeCosimo, Walker, and Stagmeyer. Bowling, Johnson-O'Bear, and Lockmiller are freshman and upperclassmen students. Now that Julie has reviewed her housing options, she is ready to apply for housing. She'll log in to her Manage My Housing account. If you receive an error message, make sure you are using the latest versions of Firefox or Internet Explorer. You will log in using your UTC ID and password. If you do not know your UTC ID, please contact the admissions office at 423-425-4662. Once logged in, she will need to click Manage My Housing twice and then click Apply for Housing. At the top of the page, you will see a progress tracker. It'll tell you where you are on the application. Additionally, the Save Progress button is at the bottom of the application where you can save your information entered in case you need to come back at a later time and finish the application. On your housing application, you will be able to list your cell phone number, emergency contact information, and optional missing person contact information. You will review the contract and the parental guarantor information. These are Julie's friends. She thinks it would be fun for them all to room together. Julie's friend Abby is an upperclassman. Julie and Abby will not be able to room together since Julie will be a freshman. Emma is an incoming freshman like Julie. For them to room together, they need to make sure their applications match. After Julie reviewed her housing options, she spoke with Emma and they agreed on their top 3 building preferences to list on their applications, and they shared their UTC IDs with each other. Roommate preferences must be mutual in order to be considered. You can see in the top that Emma requests Julie and Julie requests Emma. This makes the requests mutual. In the second scenario, Emma requests Julie, but Julie forgot to list Emma. Therefore, the request is not mutual and will not be considered. On your application, you will be able to list the room preferences that you have agreed on. Building preferences are not guaranteed and are subject to room availability. On the roommate preferences, you'll be able to answer questions about who you would like to live with and list the individual people that you would prefer to live with. Roommate preferences are not guaranteed and are also subject to room availability. To list your roommate, click the green plus sign, type in their ID, and select Search. Then hit Select to add their name to the list. Theme learning communities and living learning communities are also part of our housing options. These are sections within a hall that are geared towards certain topics. You may select which group you are interested in or not interested if you prefer to just be housed in general student housing. You will then be able to select the meal plan. These preferences can also be updated at any time after completing the application. The $25 application fee is due at this time. Click Make Payment, enter your credit card information, wait for processing, and then you will receive a payment receipt. You will then be directed to a summary page. It's very important that you submit your application to complete the process. Once you've completed the process, you will see the application complete screen, and you have finished your housing application. Julie has submitted her housing application. She can update her preferences at any time by logging in to Manage My Housing and clicking Apply for Housing. This will direct her to the Update Preferences section where she can choose which preference she would like to update. This will not change her application complete date. Julie will check her email on each of the assignment dates. She will either receive a You've Been Assigned or Assignment Pending email. Not all students will be assigned on each given date. All students will remain in the pool to be assigned until they do receive an assignment. Assignments are made based on application complete date. The application opens October 31st, 2014 at 8 a.m. If you have any questions, please call our office at 423-425-4304. Thank you for choosing UTC.